Hi again, you are connected with Neville Pereira, the sales coach. So today's video is on a request. I get a lot of calls, a lot of inquiries. The viewers used to talk to me. They're talking about the difficulties during this period, COVID period. We are very careful. We have to be keep distance, and it's not the same normal way. So it's a new way of working. So how sales managers need to be keep their step forward, and how they have to be resilient in this situation, or how to sell in difficult times. So I thought I'll do a video about it. Now when it comes to difficult times, theoretically we learn that you can't do anything on the pestle factors. We know that we can't do anything on the pestle factors. Political changes, no, you and me can't do that. As a citizen you might be able to contribute to it, but you and me can't do that. And in terms of economy, in terms of social factors, in terms of technological changes, in terms of legal parameters, no, we can't do anything. We can't influence them, but we have to adapt to situations. If you fail to adapt, you fail forever. This is the nature. So we have to adapt. In management also, we learn lots of management theories that we need to adapt to situations of the team. If you do not adapt to the teams, your tendency of your efficiency or your effectiveness as a leader is not there. You will fail. So it may be in transformational leadership, or it may be in any kind of a leadership theories. We see that with the historical data, if you do not adapt to situations and strategize accordingly, your tendency of failing is very high. Meaning you will have to change your processes, you may have to change your products, you may have to change your way of doing things, you may have to change your way of your communication. So these are things that very difficult to do for human as well, because changing is the most difficult thing that you have in your life. So by changing nothing will be changed. So by changing nothing will be changed, meaning that you can't do the same things and expect results in different times. So we have to find out what exactly we have to change. Now when I say this, the operational guys, the people who are really into sales, you may have only little things to do, because you most of the time you follow instructions. So this message should go to the decision makers. So decision makers need to plan out things to do differently. Otherwise those salespeople will every day have that same dark spot that what are we doing. So we have to make their minds also that nothing will change if you do not change yourself. So in this context, if you look at Nokia, you know Nokia was the brand in terms of mobile phone. Everybody knew, very popular, everybody had a Nokia phone. So Nokia phone, what happened, went out of the market with the incoming Android to the market. Nokia couldn't adapt to the situation, and as a result they were too late to come out and understand the customer's requirement, the situation, so they failed. So it's a marketing situation. So likewise, Kodak went out of the market, but that doesn't mean that Kodak did not have their digital camera. They had invented their digital camera some time back. In 1975, they came out with this digital camera concept. But what happened? They did not realize this strategy. It became a non-realized strategy, and it kept in a side. So it was not considered as important. So those are marketing background or marketing perspective failures that they had to face. But situationally, now you see there's a concept called the drowners have come into play. So when the drowners coming into play, I believe there will be a lot of changes will take place through the drowners. Certain companies have delivery companies have tested drowners whether they can use drowners as a delivery mode. So now we know that certain international food chains in Sri Lanka, they were almost not successful in Sri Lanka because the people were not used to dine in. But later on they changed their strategy to deliver home, and only just a matter of one hotline. So you call them, it was delivered. Now that's happening. But with the COVID problem, if that is a barrier, I'm sure drone will be a solution. So strategies are always situational, and these situational strategies you have to think differently. Similarly, mobile phones. So initially when the mobile phone came with a very thin touchpad, it was very difficult for people because it was new, and with a slightest mistake you drop it, it can break. But now that danger has gone out. Now people use mobile phones with the thin touchpad without any problem. People have got used to it. People have got that thing in the system. So we have to get used to situations and things like that. Even the computers. So computers or the technologies have changed over the period of time. Now if you take Google, Google was number one almost. They were competing, and certain product brands came down on the top brand list, and now all technological brands have come on to the top 5. And now the fight between Google and Microsoft. I saw Microsoft is leading now over Google. So this competition continuously taking place with the technology enhancements. If you do the same things, these companies will not be able to survive. So even Google Classroom has become so popular, and not only Google Classroom, also Microsoft Teams. So they are competing very strongly because that is a requirement for the time. So if we did not do anything, looking at COVID, if everybody start thinking, okay, COVID, what are we going to do about it? And without doing anything, you can't expect your existence. So even Zoom, you know that Zoom also has come into the categorization of the branding list, because even though Zoom is a very new product to the industry. So likewise, sometimes these challenges are opportunities. So you have to find ways how can you convert these challenges into opportunity. But because this discussion has to be very specific for industry wise, I am not saying it is applicable everywhere equally, but you have to find which way that you can implement your strategies or change your strategies according to the situations. Even furniture, I see a lot of furniture manufacturers, they have been very innovative, creating some innovative furniture, and they are selling online. And I see there is a good response for that. So I was wondering why these people did not come out with this strategy all this time, but they are now doing it. So now people used to use online more because of COVID, and the smarter the businessmen, smarter marketers, they use this online platform to do their selling right. Even I know you have karate classes online. So you know, karate class, those are very physical classes that you need to do. You have to fine tune minor errors you have to fine tune. But worldwide, karate classes are also happening online. So likewise, everything has to be changed according to the situation. If you try to do the same things and expect the same old results, it will never happen, because some changes are taking place in the market, not the marketing market that we are talking about, but the environment within the pastille factors, so that if you do not align, if you do not adapt, if you do not change your strategies, nothing will change. So we all have to find our ways how to change ourselves. So if you have not subscribed me, subscribe me. We will have more videos of this nature. We'll talk more, and until we meet again, do what you love what you do. See you again.